Hello guys, welcome back to Excel. In today's video of our sleep session with Dr. Rakesh, we are going to ask him two questions. So first one is, what is a chronotype? And second, what are his thoughts on MEQ?
So, moving to the first question, what exactly is a chronotype?
So this chronotype ties back to what is the ideal time to sleep, kind of, and is based on our internal clock. Chrono is clock.
Okay.
Type is what's your type. So what type of clock you have. And if you have a very slow clock, supposing you have a 25-hour clock instead of a 24-hour clock, and you do not reset it every morning, you're going to keep drifting, so that your bedtime will get later and later, and your waking up time will get later and later. But in real life situation, the sunlight will keep you resetting, so you reach a balance that you could go to bed around 12 or 1 and then wake up at 8, and that would be your cycle. So that chronotype is what is called delayed sleep phase. Your phase of sleeping is later than an average person's, whereas the opposite, when the clock is not a 24-hour clock but say a 23.5-hour clock, that person will try to sleep earlier at night and wake up earlier in the morning. That is called advanced sleep phase. So if we look at the general population, about 60-70% of are the average clock, which would give you that average time to sleep between 10 to 6 or 11 to 7. And at the other extremes would be morning types that wake up early in the morning, go to bed early in the morning, early at night. And the other spectrum is delayed sleep, where you go to bed late, wake up late.
Okay.
So and life cycle has a lot to play. So as we get into teenage and young adults, our natural clock slows down. Hormones make that happen. So that's when people stay up late and wake up late. And older people, as we get older, so 70-year-old, 80-year-old, 90-year-old, they will go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. And they're the ones who write the textbooks. So they write, early to bed and early to rise, and all that kind of things.
Makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
It's because those books are written by the older people.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on MEQ, morningness, eveningness quiz?
So that's just it's a nice way to capture your preferences.
Okay.
And that it's like an indirect way to determine your chronotype. Or do you have an average clock or a slow clock or a fast clock? So when you answer all those questions, it'll give you a score. And most people should fall in the middle range. I think technically you will be called neither type, and on other extremes you will be called a morning type or an evening type. But it's not a very accurate, because it's an indirect measure. Depends on how you answer the questions and how your life has shaped. So it requires a little bit of critical thinking on your own part when you answer the questions, that you answered them honestly and accurately. Otherwise you will get wrong results.
Okay. And
but it's a good tool.
Okay. So, is there any idle time, like idle MEQ?
So again, the scoring of that tool, and I don't remember off the top of my head what the cutoffs are. We can put a link about that. But the total score has been validated with a lot of objective testing to say a cutoff score, average 50 would mean that you are neither type, meaning you're not a morning type, not you're an average type, and the extreme of score will classify you as morning or evening type.
Okay.
So that score has been is basically comparing you to a lot of other people who have answered that same questions, and their chronotype was established more scientifically in sleep laboratories.
Okay. So, guys, we will put a link to the MEQ in the description. Please do check it out.
I hope you guys like the video. Also, if you guys want us to cover any more topics, don't forget to comment in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Exile.